they're like, I'm going to poop in my pants because I have 20 people in class tonight. And I was like, okay, good. Let's open it up to some more. It's good.
Yay.
They're like, who am I? And I was like, obviously the yoga teacher tonight. I'm Jacqueline. My yoga studio is Yoga Den and Core Studio. I opened in 2014. Since 2014, I've actually been able to build a brand new location and really blossom within the community. COVID, of course, hit us for a whole new surprise. And so now we are navigating the waters to build the business back up to where it used to be pre-COVID.
Wow. Yeah. That's amazing how like everybody has actually gone through the COVID, and only the fact that you stayed afloat is really
Mm-hmm.
amazing by itself, because so many couldn't.
Yeah,
Uh,
we're happy to be on the other end of it for sure.
yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us a little bit more about, like, before you joined and started working with us, can you tell us a little bit more about what sort of marketing efforts did you do for your business?
Little to none. I've always built the business on just if people want to come, they'll come. And that was fine, but it didn't pay the bills. So I took from my family, every single month to pay the bills because I just said, oh, if they come, they come. We never really did a pushy sales technique. We said that the yoga should speak for itself. So we never really did much with marketing. We tried some Facebook ads ourselves, and we're very unsuccessful. It was like throwing money away at that point in time because we haven't figured out the rhythm of when people should, how you should do it. And truly, being a small business, it's quite shocking to see the amount of money that you need to put into marketing to make it work. We started working with one company to focus on existing lead database, which it was good. We had like 5,000 clients in our database, and it, tried to reach out to them to get them back in. But we were very unsuccessful with that too. It wasn't aggressive and catchy enough. So since working with you, we've been able to actively bring in quite a bit of leads in just the 1 week that we've been working together.
Yeah. Okay. Amazing. I know we've just started recently, so we're only seeing the preliminary results. But the fact that we're seeing those, very inexpensive leads, and kind of people are very willing to take action and start booking their classes, and we will be working on the no-show rates, obviously, and making those people to show up into the classes as well, and then working on making those people become a member. So that's probably the exciting new steps that we're looking forward. So far, I believe there was like, do you know how many leads we've got, like just in the first week?
In just under a week, we've been just shy of 100 leads.
Which is like, wow. I think it's a great result. I never promise anybody the result like that, because it just happens sometimes naturally, which I'm very happy for.
Right.
Great, wonderful. So your lead generation before joining us was like more kind of an organic effort, and you worked with the company who helped you to reactivate your database. And now when you've joined and started working with us, we basically focus on finding new people for you, people who wanted to attend the classes but probably didn't know about your service.
Well, a lot of it becomes too because we've never put the money towards the marketing efforts like we are now. People didn't know that we existed, and they could be 2 blocks from us and they just never knew we were there. So going after these leads the way that we have, we've been able to say, hey, we're right here. Come join us.
Exactly. Wow. That's fantastic. And what would you say to someone, who is sitting on the fence? We have a lot of yoga studios, and I'm talking to them every day. And most of the time, the obstacle we come across is number one, I understand, like working with an agency is a big step by itself. Like it's not easy to, first of all, find an agency that is going to do the work for you. Second, like you really got to trust the person that everything is going to work
Mm-hmm.
out. Most of the time you pay money via an internet transfer, which also means kind of like, it's a little bit scary. Like maybe you're given
Mm-hmm.
money to someone and you're going to be scammed, like they will run away and never do anything for you. So what would you say to someone in just like situation like that, situation like you were before, sitting on the fence and thinking that whether they should invest their very hard earned money into working with someone like us?
I will reiterate, it is scary. It is the scariest thing to say, I'm going to pay what? And I'm going to pay how much? And we're going to do what? Because, let's be honest, I think if you own any yoga studio, you probably understand what limited funds are. And to come up with, a fee, it's like, how are we going to do this? And so one of the things I thought about was that you came to me by me inquiring with a friend of mine. You didn't reach out to me. You didn't solicit to me. You're not one of those people that calls the studios 5,000 times a day and says, hey, I can help you do this, or hey, I can help you do that. Those are the companies that are, $200, $300 a month. And they say, well, we can do this, 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 this. They do one call with you and then they're gone. They're not there for the support. They design a program for you, which is great, but you're pretty much on your own and making sure that you get the clients nurtured, the client retention. So my biggest thing is that, yeah, it is scary. It's a leap of faith, but we all did a leap of faith when we opened a yoga studio. That was probably one of the biggest leaps of faith I've ever done. So I love my yoga studio and I love my community, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to continue to grow the community and to continue to be there. It comes to a point when we have survived, right? We've always been in survival mode. Even from day one, I've been in survival mode. So I've had the studio for almost 7 years. I can't survive for 10, 15, 20 years. I need to live and I need to be prosperous, and my community needs to grow. And, seasons come and seasons go. So I feel like you coming into my life was a blessing. And I think that with that blessing, we can grow and continue to add services to the community. It's like a pit in the stomach, but it's like, in your heart, it's what we need to do. And it's already proven itself to be beneficial within the 1 week that we've been together. It's already proven itself. I mean, we're rocking and rolling, and, I have clients saying, I don't know what I'm going to do. My class is full tonight. Fantastic. That's what we want, so I'm extremely thankful, and I look forward to what the future holds.
Wow, that's fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing your open and, honest perspective on everything. I really appreciate your time, like, in generally taking that leap of faith. It's a big step. It's not just, it's not just something and something that costs a lot of money. Sometimes, like, such a shock. And one of the realizations I had for yogis is basically, like we discussed before, quite often we do it so much from our heart that we forget that this is a part of the business, and we forget things like include the pricing and some padding in that pricing for the marketing services and things like that, so that the studio not only can be surviving but finally start thriving. And this is my biggest hope for you. Like, I'm really thinking that we will be working towards making your studio thrive, not just be on top and floating. And of
Right.
course, and I understand your position, like 7 years in, it's a big time, and you've established your business really well. You worked really hard. The biggest part you have now, you've proven yourself, your success, even without anything. Now, all the marketing can do for you is amplify. It cannot, like, if you have a bad business, marketing is only going to make it worse. If you have a good business, marketing is going to make it better.
Right.
So
yeah, so we've spent 7 years working really hard at our reputation, our branding, and who we are as a studio. So yeah, you're right. With the marketing, it can only help,
yeah, and that's our role. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time today, and I'm very much looking forward to making things happen and have
Excellent.
even better times than this,
Right.
and
Me
celebrate
too.
it all
I'm looking
together.
forward to it. We're going to live.